Imagine going to your local farmer's market today, purchasing fresh fruit, and then not eating it until winter time. How is this possible, you say? By dehydrating it. And you're in luck, because today I will show you how to prepare and dehydrate fresh fruit. First, I will begin by discussing the benefits of drying food in general. For one, it costs less than store-bought dried food, so you can save money. Secondly, most dried food has a very long shelf life, depending on the type and what preparation technique is used to prepare it. Also, you can control the ingredients and preservatives used. Oftentimes, store-bought dried food has several unnecessary additives. And the nutritional value is excellent because the food is dried when it is ripe and primed for eating. Drying it preserves most of the vitamin and mineral content. However, as with any method of preparing food, you may lose some of the nutritional value, as noted by the world's healthiest foods. Further, dried food is also convenient for on the go or for a healthy snack. It is light and ideal for traveling, and sports enthusiasts really love it. And besides that, the reduced water content makes it less susceptible to the growth of bacteria. And to add to that point, dried food is stable at nearly any temperature. And lastly, it simply tastes great. There are many different types of food items that you can dehydrate, including fruits, vegetables, meats, herbs, and arts and crafts. All of these are great to try out if you get the chance, but today I'll just focus on how to prepare dried fruit specifically. Fruit is probably the most popular food item that is dried, because it is less susceptible to spoilage and bacterial growth because of its natural acidic content. First, you have to pre-treat your fruit to ensure it will be stable and ideal to consume when dried. Washington State University notes, pre-treating fruit will help it to retain premium quality taste, as well as the exceptional vitamin A and C content. There are many different types of pre-treatment. The first is hot water blanching, is where you place your desired food item in boiling water for a set amount of time. The heat destroys the enzyme that is responsible for the oxidative browning of the fruit. However, Food Info states you may lose some of the nutritional value with this method. Then there is syrup blanching. This is where you place your food item in boiling water with a sugar and corn syrup mixture. The fruit tends to be sweeter because it absorbs some of the sugar from the solution. And another method is sulfating. This is done by soaking fruits in a sodium bisulfite and water mixture for about 10 minutes. This process slows oxidation, reduces browning, and helps retain vitamins A and C. And probably the most common method for pre-treating fruit is soaking it in an acid mixture for a brief period of time. This method helps retain taste and flavor while preventing oxidation of the fruit. Some of the most common acids used are lemon, lime, vinegar, and ascorbic acid. The preceding techniques are not necessary for all types of food. The pre-treatment method and duration may vary greatly among different types of food. Consult an expert, reference guide, or reliable website for further detail. Today I will demonstrate the fruit drying process with my Nesco unit while using the acid preservation technique. I like to use lemon juice because it does not alter the taste of the fruit and does a fine job of preserving it. Make sure you have washed your fruit thoroughly if applicable, and choose fruit that is good quality and unblemished. Avoid fruits that are already oxidized and browned, such as previously sliced fruit. And ideally, you want to promptly dry your fruit after you have sliced it and applied your pre-treatment technique. Now I will slice my apple to my desired size and shape by starting with this wedger, then further cutting each wedge in half lengthwise. For most fruits, it is preferable to cut them into 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch slices or circles. Leaving the skin on specific types of fruits is optional, however, it may affect the drying time. So now I will cut the apple in half lengthwise to get it to my desired thickness. And you repeat this process as so. Now I will slice a banana to my desired size. The banana is actually one food item that does not need a pre-treatment method. So as soon as you're done slicing it, it's pretty much ready to go. I'm going to slice the banana in about 1/2 inch slices or circles to get it to my desired thickness. And now that my apples are sliced, I will dip them in the lemon juice. quick soak in the lemon juice seems to be sufficient in preserving the product for me. However, you can let it sit in the juice for up to 10 minutes if you wish. So now I will lay down my fruit in single layers without them touching or overlapping. And most electrical drying units, such as this one, have several trays so you can dry multiple pieces of fruit at a given time. However, my unit just has an on and off switch, so I cannot control the temperature. The more professional units have gauges for temperature adjustment. Now I am ready to turn the unit on. Get the cap on. The drying time between different type of food items and even among same food groups can vary a great degree. In general, the more water a food item has, the longer it will take to dehydrate. For instance, apples can take just 6 to 12 hours in a unit, while grapes may take all the way up to 32 hours. And with that being said, most fruits are in that 12 to 16 hour range. If possible, check your food item periodically during the drying stage to ensure it is doing okay. And once drying is complete, your dried fruit is ready to eat. Here we have some examples of some previously dried fruit to give you an example of what the finished product looks like. This is an apple slice and a banana. Now here are some last minute tips for storing your dried fruit after it is finished. Store your dried fruit in an airtight container immediately after it is done drying. Store it light in a cool, dry place if you plan to eat it at room temperature. Dried fruit can last up to 5 years if it is sealed in an airtight container in the absence of oxygen, as noted by the USA Emergency Supply. Otherwise, with normal room temperature storage, plan on eating it within about 1 year. And in general, the colder the temperature an item is stored at, the longer it will last. Now I will recap what I have discussed here today. Dried fruit is a delicious, nutritious snack that you can take nearly anywhere. Save money by preparing your own dried fruit. You can eliminate the need for additives and preservatives by preparing your own fruit as well. It'll be a snack you can indulge in for many years to come. People everywhere love the sweet taste and the concentrated flavor, so enjoy.